The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These Jet Setting Divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hey, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies.
What's going on, ladies, in the world of travel?
Girl, it's
trying to get away from this heat. Trying to go somewhere where it's cooler.
Yes, we need to travel north. In fact, that's what we're planning on doing soon.
I'm telling you, but have y'all just seen how this heat is affecting like drivers? I heard, one of those transport vehicles with gasoline was like exploded, Kroger's trucks melting, wheels popping on the highway from the heat. You never thought that would happen, but you know what? That supply chain, they better, they're not prepared for this heat.
Right.
And even those planes, you see how many planes have we seen? Have we seen that, have had to, ensure that they had air conditioning working or whatever was going on with the, the circulation in the plane.
Yeah. It is heated up so bad. Like, I don't even know if we have experienced this type of heat before. We have, but like not this many days.
But not 106, 110, 112.
Yeah.
We used to get like 99 and we were like, oh, we hit, triple digits, but not, triple digits every day.
Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
We need to go to the Caribbean.
Yeah, we're definitely getting warmer.
We need to, the climate change. I'm serious. We've never talked about it before, but maybe considering going to some of these places like Iceland and Greenland, they have pretty much mastered, making sure that their environments are safe and clean. And I'm telling you, we need to find some place to go where it's cooler.
People are living.
We do have a trip planned to go north soon, and I'm looking forward to it. Because I want to go somewhere where it's cooler. But ladies, what about the prices? This one thing we were just talking about a little while ago, the prices. I'm looking for deals. Everybody's looking for deals. I can't find a deal.
No deals.
Rental cars are high. What is going on?
I mean, even down to those little Spirit tickets we would get for, like $40. They're not even trying to be $40 no more. They're trying to be like 90, 80, 70. But I did hear on the TV here recently that they were really, really praising Spirit and a lot of their and a lot of the things that they have put in place for. Not only just coming up to the counter and buying tickets, but things that they're doing to make their customers, are satisfied and choose them every time. So, which was welcoming to hear, because you always hear about the Americans and the Deltas and the Uniteds.
Right.
And the prices are
Yeah.
good too.
Yeah. And those prices are like, I've been checking on a couple of tickets, for some trips that I'm thinking about going on in the future. And the tickets are just expensive right now, to fly. Like they're trying to recoup money from, I guess, that they lost from the pandemic or what in the world is going on. Like I got
these strikes, but I think it's these strikes, they need to pay their employees. And I'm telling you, these strikes and things like that is putting them, in a pickle, because they gotta come back and they gotta give money. Them people, they not gonna fly and be, taking all this mess that they taking for the money they did, 5 years ago. They not.
Yeah. I think it's actually inflation, just like we saw today with the everything with our economy and the issues that we're having. It's just everything is going up. I know I was shocked. We've got a trip planned in a few weeks, and I was actually shocked at the price of the rental car.
Yeah, $900. I mean, when
we used to pay
$400
a few years ago.
Yeah. And, I wonder if, definitely they got to tack on, but I don't know. Are we paying for their employees or some kind of fee to service? Cause you used to go to different places like a restaurant and, they got minimum wage and they made their money off of tips, but it's almost like they are passing along even that part in the bill. Plus we paying a tip. Some of those things like that. So I don't know. I think, it's always good traveling with a group because, you can split the meals. Yes. So, we still can do that. But just think about it. Last time we went out and we split food and we still spent, quite a bit just to split one or two entrees between three people.
It's not like it used to be. It's not like it used to be at all. It's expensive to travel. It's expensive to go out in your own city and do things, entertainment, everything is just going up.
Yeah, it is. And I know, my daughter, she's been traveling to do birthday parties, and they are paying for Airbnbs for her to stay in, and so and she was like. She's thinking, well, if they cost that much for the Airbnb, she's thinking, well, maybe I can use some of my mom's points, get the hotel for free, and she can keep the money. But the hotel was way more for one night than it was for an Airbnb. She said like $34 for Airbnb. I said, girl, you better stay at that Airbnb because it was $180 at the Marriott. You ain't gonna be able to.
Yeah, we saw that same thing with Airbnbs when we were looking the last month. The prices and we can even see as we get closer to our dates and places aren't booking up, they are not going down on their prices.
They are not going down. And
going up.
And then I tell you, the Airbnb, people have a lot of concern because, just talking to people, let's dispel this rumor. They do not have cameras in every room. People are not watching you. That is against the law for them to be watching you in the bathroom and in the bedroom.
People think that. They think that.
And that's why people don't go to Airbnbs. Mm-hmm. And, I would probably think of safety stuff like, is there water? Is there carbon monoxide stuff? Is that stuff up to date? Not that if they watching me, okay, fine. I give them something.
I ain't doing nothing wrong.
I give them something to see.
Well, the thing about it is they can watch you just as well at a hotel as they would in the
They can.
So
they can.
That's not really a really good concern. And we've had really positive, other than the prices being high, we've had really positive experiences in Airbnbs. You can
with the exception of that water issue that last time. Remember
that was an issue. That was definitely an issue. But we've had issues with hotels. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
because we went to Mexico that time and all the plugs didn't work. Remember we went and it was like none of the electricity working in the room.
I personally like Airbnbs when you're going in like maybe not. I'm not going to say a large group, maybe about 10 people, because you can all come together as one if you're in an Airbnb.
Yeah, especially at like evenings, you could just kind of sit down and really just, congregate and hang out. Because, you can't do that in somebody's room. I don't want to be laying on that bed with your booty out on my bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it just depends on what kind of room you have, though. If you have to pay for an extra, an upgraded room in order to have a bunch of people.
Even to have like those suites. Like if you want to say, I want to be side by side with the door that you can go from room. You know how expensive that is to request. Now, if it just so happen, that's fine. And you ever notice they know you book 2 rooms. They'll put 1 room here and they'll put 1 room somewhere else on another floor. But that's an upcharge just to have a connecting room. So I don't care what Paris Hilton be saying. Paris
Hilton is going to give you're in a house, you have your privacy. If you want to play music, if you want to dance, have fun, you want to
be up all night, you can make noise all night.
Yeah. Then if you're in a hotel room, you can't really do that. You gotta, be quiet. You don't have the room. You don't have the kitchen. You don't have certain things you don't have.
We've even cooked at the Airbnbs. And
you can buy food. You can pretty much buy all kind of food, and you can eat at will and not have to leave.
It offers a good environment for me too to create better relationships with people because you get to sit down and have more conversations. At night, you're not going to your own little place. You all going the same place. You stay up. We've had dance parties. And
you able to, we talk all night, play games. Remember, we even played games and things like that. So it's just a different environment when you can bring everybody together in one place. And that's something that people just gonna have to consider, I guess, when you kind of go out, especially if you're going to be gone more than like 3 days.
Well, you got to figure out what works for you. It depends on how many people are in your group. If you're going, we've done Airbnbs with like 10, 12 people. And that's good. But if you're going somewhere, it's just 3 of us, just say it's just 3 of us, then a hotel room is fine.
Yeah. But what about like Greece? Like when you went to Greece, would Greece have been a place that would have been better as an Airbnb? Or would it
depends on the size. So it depends on the size of the group. Just like she's saying, if it's 3, you probably would just do better to get a hotel. But if it was a larger group, 6, 7 plus, yes, it would be really nice to get a house. And in fact, we had problems with one of the hotels, and some girls went to an Airbnb.
Yeah. And that's right. And I do see people they're traveling out of the country. I see a lot of people going to Italy, some people getting ready to go to, Singapore and, just a lot of other places. And, I wonder how the prices are when they are looking at those Airbnbs as opposed to, because I know back in, when we went to Bali, that was like the deal. But, are there other?
It's the flight that's getting you, because I've looked at flights from Dallas to Italy. I've looked at flights from New York and from Dallas to Italy, or from Dallas to Europe. For a round trip ticket, it's at least $800, and that's on the low end. And I know you used to could fly over there just a few years ago for $500.
Right.
Now, would you take a Spirit flight? Would you take a Spirit flight?
I don't think they go there, but if they did, maybe.
I was like, does Spirit go there? Because they go to Mexico.
So we booked Italy. What was that? 3-4 years ago, but we couldn't go because it was COVID. What was that flight? About $300 and some dollars?
And that was even going to New York to fly out. So
and now the flights are $800 and something dollars.
We even checked a flight to Puerto Rico. It was $800.
Yeah, the flight to Bali is $1,200.
Oh my God!
It's gotten outrageous.
And I'm like, wow, and Bali's putting some stricter laws because people are not pretty much, honoring their traditions. So they putting a lot. Their prices are even going up. So they like, y'all be stepping on our flowers. Y'all gonna have to pay more.
The question is, can we get a deal anywhere now, on anything?
Yeah, because I enjoyed Mexico in December, but should we get these tickets now? What are we gonna do? Because I want to go to Mexico.
We need to.
I want to go back to Mexico, and even Mexico over there acting the fool. I'm like, we want to get to Mexico for $300.
Have y'all noticed? I don't know if y'all noticed, all of this stuff is going on in Mexico, or whatever. But every time I open up social media, I see my friends in Mexico. Everybody is in Mexico. Like they're going to Mexico like crazy. So I haven't really priced Mexico. I'm like, is there deals in Mexico, or what in the world is going on? Because everybody is going to Cancun.
Yeah, because they sure got everybody scared, thinking we gonna all get jacked up and killed. I hadn't looked yet.
Every week I see somebody in Cancun.
You know, we saw it on Good Morning Texas a few weeks ago. Lady J she was somewhere outside of Cancun. It was an area that we had never been to.
Whole box.
Yes, that's what it is. That's the name.
So maybe go into some different areas, because like we
need to go there.
Maybe find a different area, like you know. Like they got that coastal hair.
I think maybe about an hour from Cancun.
I think so. And
maybe an hour and a half, something like that.
Mexico. Yeah.
And they say the water is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's another. Hey, maybe that's off the beaten path.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just trying to find some places that people like. Belize is actually one of the number one places for people to go and visit now. Is the Belize?
Really?
And,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I went. Was it last year? I went, and even last year the prices weren't that bad. We got a deal on the flights and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you can't find those same. It's harder to find those deals now.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe one of those package flags that kind of say, "Hey, here's a package deal." We need to kind of consider looking at, because sometimes I don't look at the packages because they were like, "Why y'all want me to come this time of day?"
Okay.
People are going to cruises, and they get off the boat and going to different places too. That's another option to take a lot more cruises. I'm looking forward to some cruises next year.
Yeah. And I've got Hopper set up to where I'm looking at several different flights just so that it'll notify me when there's a deal happening. So that's gonna come up soon for us.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't sleep on our domestic travel either. So
not at all.
So there are places I still have about 8 states to check off my list. So I'm still trying to get to Wisconsin, and I really we've been talking about Massachusetts. I need to get out there, and I need to get so there's some places that I definitely would like to see, but they got to be reasonable. I don't know what I'm gonna find in Iowa. Maybe I can go camping or something, but Idaho. I don't know.
Delaware. Those doesn't sound interesting, but
I saw these ladies. They have created a travel for them to go try different tiny homes. So they're going to different places, and they're just trying the tiny homes in the different, rooms. Yeah, and so you get a tiny home. Me, you, Yvette, we can all get a tiny home, and we can just stay side by side, and we can go to North Dakota.
They have these homes where you can rent, and then they bring it to you. It's almost like a travel trailer, but it's a cute tiny home. Mm-hmm. And they'll bring it and park it wherever you're gonna rent your space.
I saw people in igloos and teepees and stuff. And they had to put in the middle of the field somewhere.
You go glamping. Go glamping. You can go glamping.
I'm telling you, find a deal. We have to go off the beaten path and do some different things.
Girl, right. But then you gotta bring your own food. Yeah, I mean, coyotes. We don't know what kind of wildlife got out there. I'm gonna be glamping in the middle of downtown. Somebody's downtown. I'm like, can you sit this right here on this medium?
Yeah, in somebody's backyard.
In somebody's backyard, exactly. I don't know. Yeah, if it's not like a tree house, I wouldn't mind doing if we say, hey, you know what? Let's spend next year go and visit all the different tree houses. I do some stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We like to be different. We like to do stuff off the beaten path, just unique, type stuff. So if anybody knows
a boathouse, maybe we can go to boathouse hunting and all these different beautiful bodies of water where you can just get a house on a boat and just stay there for a period of time. I mean, they got so many different options if you just want to pick a hobby,
Right.
So go figure. But that's fun. Yep. Sounds good to me. I'm down for it, but we got to go somewhere cool, and I can't wait.
Oh Lord, we got to go somewhere.
We may have to go back and ski sometime. Hopefully,
maybe that'll cool us off.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, ladies, I'm Jeanette,
and I'm Yvette,
and I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Please follow Jet Setting Divas, and if you have some cool, unique places that we can adventure to, please let us know.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
Hi, I'm Shaletta Brundage. I'm a media personality, podcaster, and a business owner. But my most important role is mom. 3 of my beautiful kids have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. When I didn't know who to trust or where to turn, I found ACRA. ACRA provides home care services to families all over Minnesota. The care is not one size fits all. They know each one of my kids is unique. They listen to what resources we needed and what's best for our family. I've seen my kids grow and thrive with ACRA's in-home care. While autism is the most common diagnosis among ACRA clients, ACRA offers personalized in-home care services for people with disabilities, chronic illnesses, behavioral diagnosis, and mental illness. They work with children, adolescents, and older folks too. Find out more about ACRA at their website, acrahomecare.org. ACRA helps me provide my kids with a better quality of life. They can do it for your family too.
COVID-19 is still circulating out there in our community, and it still presents a real danger for those at higher risk. You can do your part to protect the most vulnerable. That's older folks, those who are immunocompromised or have certain lung, heart, and other chronic conditions, and people who are pregnant or have just given birth. Consider getting tested before spending time with these folks or wearing a mask when you're in close contact around them. Show you care by taking care.
The cultural districts of Minneapolis revel in the motto of every neighborhood having its own flavor. Whether that's Sabor Latino in Holy Land over in Northeast Minneapolis on Central Avenue, Baracala Restaurant and the Cedar Cultural Center over in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood, or even Mercado Central in Los Ocampo over on Lake Street. And these cultural districts help Minneapolis stay a city on the bubble, changing and relevant today and for years to come.
Children's Minnesota, the leader in specialized healthcare for kids, is here to raise awareness, standards, the bar, the stakes, the question, the curtain. On raising kids' health to the highest priority, kids need equal access to healthcare, more pediatric expertise, a voice for change. Kids need us, all of us. So let's raise them up. Children's Minnesota, the kid expert.
Do you worry that lead-based paint in your older home might be dangerous to your children or kids who visit you? Well, Hennepin County put those fears to rest. Hennepin County offers free lead tests and home assessments. If they find anything, eligible homeowners and landlords can receive up to $15,000 for work on the home, including new windows. The government banned lead-based paint 45 years ago when it was discovered that lead poisoning can affect development and cause permanent damage in young children. But 75% of those homes built before 1978 still contain some lead-based paint. As the paint degrades, it can make dust that little kids ingest when they're crawling and putting things in their mouths. So make sure your home is safe and hazard-free. Learn about testing and that $15,000 grant at hennepin.us/lead control. That's hennepin.us/lead control.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast-quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.